Hello and welcome to Wisdom Trek. This is Guthrie Chamberlain and I'm your guide to wisdom and creating a living legacy. Thank you for joining us for our 7-day-a-week 7 Minutes of Wisdom podcast. This is day 223 of our trek, and on our current trek, Your Life Plan Blueprint, we continue to lay out the detailed framework so that you can create a life plan for yourself. Your life plan does not need to be overly complex to be effective. Minor changes in your life can result in huge benefits. As we grow through the Wisdom Trek Life Plan Blueprint process, I encourage you to come along with us and begin thinking about your own life plan. When we are finished with this trek, I will put together a workbook that can be used to create your life plan. The purpose of Wisdom Trek is to gain wisdom through our daily life trek so that we can create a living legacy each day. If you're going to be successful in creating a legacy, establishing a plan for your life is so imperative. There are no excuses or factors that will prevent you from creating a well-established plan for your life, regardless of who you are or what economic situation you find yourself in today. Your life plan doesn't have to change the entire world, but it should positively impact you and your world. It is my goal and plan to provide you with the information and tools needed to create an ongoing plan for your life. Just as with your trek of life, you will need to make continual adjustments to your plan, but your primary focus is fixed based on your values. If you miss any of the days of our Wisdom Trek episodes, please go to wisdom-trek.com to listen to them and to read the daily journal. We are recording our podcast from our studios at Home 2 in Charlotte, North Carolina. The day that this episode will originally air will be on January 9th, which is the day that we will be celebrating our family Christmas. It is a blessing to be able to be here with our children and grandchildren for this special weekend. The older 5 grandchildren were able to spend Christmas Eve with Grand and Gramps, and we certainly cherish these special times together. But let's head out on the trail today for day 4 of our Wisdom Trek Life Plan, which we refer to as Your Life Plan Blueprint. As I mentioned a couple days ago, there are 6 essential reasons why we should set goals and create a life plan. So far, we've explored the first 4 reasons, which are to give clarity to your end vision, to drive you forward even when you face obstacles, to give you a laser focus, and to make you accountable. Today we'll explore the final 2 reasons, and reason number 5 is to be the best that you can be. Goals will help you to achieve your highest potential. Without goals integrated into your life plan, you'll slip back into the natural, default set of actions that keep you feeling safe and comfortable each day. To use an analogy, when we were growing up on our farm, ruts would form in the farm roads when the tractor would use the roads when they were muddy. After the ruts were formed, many times it was easier driving in these ruts, even though they were rough, than trying to drive on higher ground. Just like those ruts, the familiarity of your default life habits is an adversary to your growth. It prevents you from growing. It does not enable you to become the best person that you can be. It denies you from tapping into your God-given potential for a rich and satisfying life. By setting goals for your life plan, you set targets to aim for. These targets make you venture into new places, new contexts, new situations, which puts you into a growth mode. They make you stretch beyond your normal self and reach new heights. They get you outside of your comfort zone. As an example, setting a time limit for your run will let you to know whether you should be running faster. Setting a specific weight loss target makes you aware of your actions, whether you've been effective in losing weight. Setting a career or business goal ensures that you are not settling for anything less than what you really desire. In my goal accomplishment processes, I found myself constantly busting through new ground and uncovering potential for which I did not know existed before. Without those goals, it would have been easier to take a path of least resistance, just doing the things within my natural constraints. Goals and plans have forced me out of my comfort zone and have made me face and then overcome countless barriers to achieve what I really desire. It has made me much more self-aware and to learn a lot more things, both about myself and life, compared to if I did not have those goals. Goals and plans will help you to be your very best, as the Apostle Paul teaches us in 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 31. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. And for the 6th and final essential reason for setting goals and creating a life plan is to live your best life ever. Goals ensure that you do get the best out of your life for 2 reasons. The first one is by becoming a better person. Your newfound knowledge and abilities let you experience more out of the same life events compared to the previous you. Your worldview and knowledge should be different now versus 10 years ago. You should be able to see life with much more clarity, depth, and perspective today than you did in the past. what may be a simple daily occurrence in the past holds a lot more meaning to a more knowledgeable and wiser person that you are today. Secondly, time passes in our life whether we want it to or not. Time is the only thing in life that is truly finite. Goals with specific measures and deadlines integrated into your life plan ensures that you are maximizing the output and experiences during the time that God has granted you here on earth. If you have already discovered your life purpose, your goals will ensure that you get the best out of those purposes. Imagine that life is a trek. When you identify your purpose for being on the trek of life, you get clarity on the direction that you'll travel in. However, without specifying an exact destination and time frame, there is no way to measure or benchmark your progress against it. It has been said, if you don't know where you're going, then any trail will get you there. Goals provide insight to the trails that you need to travel to ensure that you're maximizing your life for all that it can offer to you. As we begin to design the framework for your life plan, ask yourself this: what are my goals and plans for the upcoming 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, and even 10 years? Start by taking some time today to write down a few of your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations for your life plan. By starting this process, I can guarantee you that you will definitely experience more growth as a person. By just spending a few minutes to articulate some of your aspirations and desires that you have in your mind, you will experience much more progress in your life a year from now compared to if you don't do this process. If we do our part in our goal setting and planning process, God will give us the direction, as is written in Psalms chapter 32, verse 8. The Lord says, I will guide you along the best pathway for your life. I will advise you and watch over you. We have now explored all 6 of the essential reasons to create goals as part of your overall life plan. The Wisdom Trek process that we will be covering over the next couple of weeks is a unique and successful process. This process dovetails into our concept of Wisdom Trek as we look at life as a trek, with its steep uphill climbs and its precarious downhill slopes. Along the trails of life, though, there are many breathtaking views that we can enjoy. We can create and follow a life plan blueprint that will keep us on the right trails of life. For our trek during the next couple of days, we will explore some initial groundwork for creating goals and a life plan. After that, we will look at the 6-step blueprint for life plan success. So encourage your family and friends to join us and then come along with us tomorrow for another day of Wisdom Trek, Creating a Legacy. That will finish our podcast for today. Remember to listen to your daily dose of wisdom each day at wisdom-trek.com, or you can subscribe at iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, SoundCloud, or any of the other social media platforms. And please share Wisdom Trek with your family and friends through email, Facebook, Twitter, or in person as you meet with them, and invite them to come along with us each day. The journal for today's trek can be found at wisdom-trek.com. Thank you so much for allowing me to be your guide, your mentor, but most importantly, I do consider you my friend as I serve you through the Wisdom Trek podcast and journal each day. As we take this trek together, let us always live abundantly, love unconditionally, listen intentionally, learn continuously, lend to others generously, lead with integrity, and leave a living legacy each day. This is Guthrie Chamberlain reminding you to keep moving forward, enjoy your journey, and then create a great day every day. See you tomorrow.